Go, hey, Mr.
Oh, Mr. Esposito, Mr. Moms and Dads, Mr. Esposito, 6th grade science, Ralph Chandler Middle School, and
Mr. Goff, 6th grade math, Ralph Chandler
Middle School. Moms and Dads, what did Mr. Esposito do in class today? Well, we went over mollusks, and we compared the difference between mollusks and segmented worms. Segmented worms breathe through their skin. Mollusks use gills. They use lungs. How does a mollusk move? A mollusk uses a muscular foot. It uses jet propulsion. What does a segmented worm use? On the left-hand side of their ISN, it uses a little CT that are on the worms, and that's why.
Don't mollusks have shells?
Well, you know what? Some mollusks have one shell.
Okay.
Some mollusks have two shells. If it has two shells, we went over that too in class, it means it's a bivalve. It's got two shells, and it's got a hinge on the side so both shells can open and close.
Oh.
And so they do have a shell, but some of them don't have any shells, and some of them have an open circulatory system, which means their organs kind of swish around inside of their bodily fluids, and some of them have closed circulatory systems, which would be like Mr. Goff and Mr. Esposito and you, moms and dads. We have closed circulatory systems. We have what do they call those things?
I don't
Vessels. We got vessels that transport fluids and bloods and other substances throughout our body. That's the difference, and you can take a look at those in their ISNs. And Monday we're going to be touching base on echinoderms and arthropods, and then we're going to jump right into vertebrates. Good news. Today we had a lot of students today who did really, really, really good work on their diagrams that showed us the difference between a worm, a sponge, and arthropods, and echinoderms, and mollusks we was talking about. Okay? Next week we'll be going over all different types of mammals and reptiles and amphibians and birds and fish. I'm going to be doing quite the same thing next week, but it's vertebrates. This week was invertebrates. So today we've got a dance. We've got a lot of excitement. The kids just left the room. They're so excited. They're like dancing out the door. A lot of things going on. Mr. Goff, tell them what's going on in your class.
Okay, well in math here we had a Fantastic Five quiz today. Everyone did the Fantastic Five quiz. First period, your average was about a 91.6.
Oh, now that's pretty good.
Not bad.
2 more points would be an A.
I know. So average 91.6 in the first period. Third period, my second class, third period, your average was just about 90, which is not bad at all.
Oh, okay.
Fourth period, your average was over 95.
Whoa, that's an A. That's a good A. That's a strong A. That's a strong A.
And then last period, average was around 90 again. Okay, so everyone did pretty well. We got a lot of hundreds in there. And Fantastic Five quizzes, that's the fourth one we had. Now next week, we're going to be finishing up Chapter 6 in Math 6. Wait a minute. Yeah. And then taking a test. And then in Math 7, we're also finishing up some stuff and taking a test. But we're going to get all of that next week. Just know that there's tests coming up in both classes next week. We're going to do a couple of days of stuff, of new things, and then review, and then test. And then Christmas.
All right, sounds good. Moms and dads, Mr. Esposito, 6th grade science, Ralph Chandler Middle School, and
Mr. Goff, 6th grade math, Ralph Chandler Middle School.
2 thumbs up.